Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, COVID edition. Can you hear me through this mask? I think I could take it off because our guest who's in the studio is, it looks like he's right next to me, but I promise he's a few feet away, about 8 or 10 feet away. So our guest is Richard Gomez from the Green Party.
Absolutely.
Every 4 years or so, we have somebody come in from the Green Party. Last time, I think we were talking about Jill Stein, Dr. Jill Stein.
Yes, 4 years ago. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Dr. Jill Stein was our candidate 4 years ago. She's not running. And now we have, let's see if I do this right, Howie Hawkins, as well as Angela Walker. They are the candidates for president and vice presidential candidates for the Green Party. Okay. So, and one of the reasons I'm here is because, thanks to Mr. Mike Briggs, who's literally the only one who's willing to allow someone from the Green Party to be on the airwaves. I mean, it's incredible, and we really appreciate this, Mike.
Sure.
It's something, I mean, it's something American.
Yeah.
Free press, freedom, all of that stuff.
We say anybody should be able to talk, unless it's hate speech or something like that. Mm-hmm. But we don't hate the Green Party. We love the Green Party. We love Richard Gomez, in fact. So how did they get nominated? I mean, it's different this year, isn't it?
Slightly different because of the COVID and everything. What happened is that everybody, well, in most states, you get to vote during the primary. And what happens is that the percentage that they received equals a percentage in which how many delegates they get. And we did have a national convention that was on the airwaves, through a Zoom.
Did a virtual convention.
Yeah.
You can put that sign down now. We got it. We got the picture.
Hope we have. Yes, keep it in your mind. It's important. So, yeah.
So you did a Zoom convention, nominated.
Everyone there.
Say their names one more time.
The Zoom?
No, the
candidates, Howie Hawkins and Angela Walker.
And if you don't remember the names and you want to vote Green, just go to the ballot and it'll say Green Party nominee.
Yes, it does.
Green Party candidates.
Mm-hmm. It'll usually be the one you've not heard of, unless, of course, recently you've been hearing about what the Democratic Party has been doing, trying to kick them off various state ballots and everything. Boy. Yeah, I mean, this isn't new, though.
Right.
I remember back in about 2010, a friend of mine, Rich Whitney, who was running for governor of Illinois, what happened is that the Democratic Party decided to challenge all the signatures to the petitions to let Rich in. Mm. What happened was they gathered, I can't remember the official name, it's writing experts, to check to see if, and they hired almost 100 of them to check each and every petition, each and every name, and if they found, and because of the laws in Illinois at that time, if they found only just one vote wrong
on a petition,
on any of those petitions, it all goes out, and we would have been responsible for the money that the Democratic Party had paid.
Wow.
And that was a lot of money just to get one guy off of the Illinois as a candidate for the governor back then. Yeah. And the trouble is that out of thousands of signatures, the odds are they would find at least one. So we had to drop out because we couldn't afford all that much money for all those professionals.
I was on the city council for a while in the state legislature. One time I'm running for the council and one of my opponents shows up at my door. She goes, "Mike, I don't know where the debate is tonight." I go, "Come right with me." I mean, you don't want to crush, people want to vote for you, they'll vote for you. You don't need to crush, the ability to speak, to be on the ballot, to get elected or not elected, and I don't like that kind of shenanigan. I want everybody on the ballot that wants to be on the ballot or can qualify for the ballot through normal means. So
I mean, we should leave it to the voters. You make the decision. Yeah. You go to you receive your mail-in ballot. You fill in the blank, whatever. It's up to you. The only important that we should be doing is telling you about, like, the Green Party. Yes, we are environmentalists because this is our planet, and without it, there is no planet B. There's nowhere else to go. We have to clean this planet up. 2, we also have to clean up our economy, our electrical reform system, and so many things that have got to be done. And nobody else is trying to do that. It's incredible.
Now tell me, are you encouraged by some of the new crop of Congress people like AOC and people like that?
Well, I don't really know for certain. As far as I know, because I've been around the game for a while, she is running a great con game. You see, when she suddenly came up with the new Green Deal,
Yeah.
well, that was in 2019. We already had one that was written by 2009 by Howie Hawkins. So to us,
the guy running for president
the guy
now,
running
he
for
wrote the
president.
Green New Deal.
Yes, he was one of the original new Green Dealers.
Yeah.
And the media did not want to let anybody know about it. They didn't want to know about us. They wanted to keep it quiet. But when she came out, because she heard it from people like Greens
Yeah.
in Jersey and New York about this.
She didn't go in her room and think all this stuff up.
No.
Now you've been at this longer than she's been alive.
That's true.
Yeah. And so now she comes along and it's kind of the
Yeah.
media darling and Green New Deal and stuff like that.
Absolutely. I mean, it seems to me, now I can be cynical and say, yes, she saw this as a great link because she noticed the polls have been saying for years that people love this stuff.
Yeah.
And she figured, oh, I'll jump on it too. Because after she got elected, her and I believe it's Senator, he just recently won his primary, Markey.
Yeah.
They allegedly went and wrote their version of the Green New Deal. Now, we have a copy choosing a flyer that has what the Green New Deal for the Green Party says and the Democrats, the ones that they set. And the problem is the Democrats are like saying, well, we'll ask, we'll be nice, we'll allow for certain things. When the Green Party is saying, no, we've got to stop it. We've got to end fossil fuels by 2030. The Democrats say 2050. It's like, I'm sorry, but you're basically giving them 20 more years to pollute.
Yeah.
And look at these recent fires. It wasn't because that there were more matches or anything.
More matches, yeah.
Or whatever. It was because of the air. The air is drier than my mouth right now. But the air was drier, and that's what's causing the flames to be more prolific. Now, the question is next year, will the air be even drier again? I don't know. But from the previous year before, it keeps getting worse and worse.
You can see what direction it's going.
Right. So can we really wait 20 more years before, okay, that's enough?
Yeah.
I mean, global warming is here. Climate change exists. Some of you might have heard about a recent ice shelf from Greenland coming off.
Yeah.
Now, maybe you've seen some of those pictures of what they projected by 2030. Half of Florida is underwater. New York, Boston, Baltimore, they're underwater. Do yourself a favor. If you see that picture, look on the West Coast. You'll find the Central Valley is also underwater.
Underwater. Wow.
The entire thing, from San Francisco all the way to the Grapevines. And, of course, the water we're going to have here has pesticides and other chemicals, oil. And so this is not going to be this is not going to be the old swimming hole. We're saying that you better not be swimming in it because you may not come out alive.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what our future is already expected to be unless we do something. And the first thing I'm asking people out there is to vote for Howie Hawkins and Angela Walker, because we can begin to do something. I mean, the Democrats talk about trying to push old, poor, sleepy Joe to the center. I guarantee you, if we win, that's going to shake up a lot of Democrats and Republicans. They're going to realize, hey, these people have figured out how elections really work. Because if you vote for what you want, they're going to have to give it to you or they're going to be gone.
That's right. That's right. Now, if Howie Hawkins doesn't win, a lot of people don't think there's a movement yet to get him in. If enough people vote for him, that still makes a pretty big statement, right?
Very much so. In fact, the more people that vote for him, the better. And remember, half of the registered voters, not only in California, but most of this country, don't even bother to vote.
Right.
I mean, this is a group of people that could vote anybody they want in automatically. They have that power. And the only question is they've got to fill out that form and get it in the mail or in those special boxes that are out there to be collected and counted. I mean, the power is in your hands. You can do this. It's that easy. But for like a lot of people, they don't realize it because they watch too many of that regular television stuff, you know?
And the point you're making is good. Over half the people are not voting at all. If just those people would vote, they could control the country.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
It's in the hands of the voters. But you got to try it. You've got to. Now understand, I know you're just one vote, and maybe your family is just 4 votes. But you know, every ocean is made up of millions and billions and trillions of drops. Each drop counts. Each vote does count. And if you vote for the Green Party, Howie Watkins, and Angela Walker, you will make a huge difference, a kind of difference that the climate change or the climate catastrophe is doing right now. You can make that on Washington, D.C.
You can make a difference. Now, people want to get involved. Where do they start? Should they go to this website, cagreens.org?
That's the state Green Party, and that's great because you need to find out information, as well as gp.org.
gp.org.
That tells people about the Green Party, our 10 key values. And this is very important. You see, we have values, unlike all the other political parties.
I bet a lot of people would be surprised if they go to gp.org how they agree with probably all these things.
Absolutely.
Who would be against them?
You're absolutely, it's true. A lot of things that I've seen, like on the Facebook, a lot of people are saying, oh, I love the Green Party, but we can't because we got to get rid of Trump. And here's the problem, though. Trump is not the worst thing in the world. He is the product of it. Imagine, example, a garden filled with weeds. And right now, Trump is the tallest and the biggest and the foulest smelling weed out there. But understand, all these weeds were also other presidents like Obama, Reagan, all the way up to LBJ at least. The point is, Joe Biden is also one of these weeds, and they are all connected underneath because that's the root system that they got of greed, corruption. That's the part of root system you need. And there's only 2 ways you can get rid of it. You either tear out the entire thing or you let them starve and die off. Okay. And by going to the Green Party, you will be doing that.
Very good. Our guest is Richard Gomez and Fresno County Green Party, but he says go to the state website, cagreens.org, or just gp.org. Find it out. True. See if you agree. See if you want to get involved.
Also, you can also go to the Facebook page, Fresno County Green Party, or go to my email, FIREBAUGHIRCK @gmail.com.
Are you from Fireball?
Yeah, originally I'm from Fireball, yes. The descendant of one of the Vigil boys.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Unfortunately, there's nobody left that remembers them. But
we're way past time, but I just want to give you one more chance to say how, if people want to get involved in this movement, get involved in the Green Party, what should they do?
Contact us either on Facebook or the email. Let us know because we will have a meeting pretty soon, I think next Monday. So please give us a call.
Less than 50 days left.
No problem. Right?
Thanks, Fireball Rick, for coming on the show. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.
Thank you once again, Mike. Take care.
Our great
Thank
pleasure.
you.